Former FBI employee found dead in an apparent suicide just days before he was set to go on trial for a child rape case. Boston 25 News reporter Bob Ward is at Worcester Superior Court with exclusive details about this man's past.
The FBI has confirmed for me that the defendant in this case, Jeffrey R. Wilson, was an employee in the New York FBI office and that he was terminated back in 2016 when these charges were first filed. Now, Jeffrey Wilson was due here in Worcester Superior Court for the first day of his trial, but over the weekend he was found dead in a New York City hotel room, an apparent suicide. The disturbing charges against Jeffrey Wilson are detailed in these indictments. Wilson was facing 2 counts of child rape with force and 6 counts of indecent assault and battery on a child under 14 years old. There are 2 victims in this case, and the attacks allegedly occurred in Grafton. The attacks allegedly dated back to 1998 and continued to 2006. Wilson was free on $5,000 cash bail and due back in court today for a plea agreement. Instead, Wilson was found dead in a Queens, New York hotel room over the weekend. It is believed rather than plead guilty in Worcester on Monday, Wilson killed himself Saturday night. Court records indicate at the time of his arrest, Jeffrey Wilson was employed by the New York office of the FBI working computer investigations. The New York FBI confirmed to me that at the time of his death, Jeffrey Wilson was no longer working for the Bureau. But court records indicate when the FBI was informed of the indictments against Wilson, the federal agency conducted its own investigation. In Worcester Superior Court Monday morning, the DA's office notified the judge of Wilson's apparent suicide, and the case was effectively closed as the prosecution of Jeffrey Wilson could not go forward. Now, I spoke to Jeffrey Wilson's attorney. He is very surprised by this apparent suicide. He said he worked out a deal so that Wilson, in return for pleading guilty, would get 18 months in the House of Correction and probation. But now all that is off. Jeffrey Wilson is dead. This case is closed. In Worcester, Bob Ward, Boston 25 News.